And so that's how God works. And so we are telling our stories right now, but we have a great storyteller among us, and that is Vickie Slaughter. Vickie Slaughter goes throughout the city, throughout the state, and perhaps throughout the country. She'll let us know. And she's a storyteller. And storytelling is a part of our history. It's a part of our culture. And so without further ado, Vickie Slaughter.
So greetings to the family and friends. You know, today we're selling Ujamaa. We're celebrating Ujamaa. Umoja. And we know that that means unity. And it takes all of us working together to bring these young men to be able to navigate this world. I've stayed since the second grade with my grandson, who is a life scout now, since the second grade. And I've started my other grandsons, Zion and Carl, who are at 4, 6, 7. And I thought that was interesting. We're 6, 4, 7. They're 4, 6, 7 in Arkansas. But the reason why I stayed is because of the unity that the leaders have shown. They have really volunteered their time working with our young men, giving up their vacations, spending their monies. And I want you to know that we appreciate it, and our family members. We even have Miss Trudy Ellis. I remember her when we first started. She's at work right now. We see it. She's working together with everyone to bring these young men up to Eagle Scouts to be able to navigate this world successfully. So what I'm going to tell, the story I'm going to tell is more self-determination, Kujijagalia. But it's a story about pitfalls. People are always throwing pitfalls for, especially our young African American men. Do you let this pitfall ruin your life? Or do you shake it off, stomp it down, and step on away from it? So this story I'm going to tell you is written by Mitch Capel. He's a great storyteller. And if you go online, you will see a whole list of his stories. Mitch Capel. And he's Granddaddy Junebug. And he tells stories as if he's an older man. So this is how the story starts. There was a farmer. He had a beautiful mule. And you know, a mule is a combination of a horse for size, and a donkey for strength. And this horse was probably 12 hands high. So if you put two hands together at the shoulder, he probably was about 12 feet tall. Every year, his master would take him to the state fair, and he would win. The mule was beautiful. He was black and brown, had beautiful black hair and a long black tail. When they connect him up to the wagon to see how much that he could pull more than any of the other mules. If he was to plow, he could plow furrows straight and longer than any other mule. So he always came home with the first prize, which was a blue ribbon. Well, there was another farmer. He got tired of this mule winning every year. So what he did, he decided, he says, I'm going to kill that mule. So one night, he dug a pit for the mule. And he didn't sneak, he snuck over to the other farm. And he had a bag of oats. And you know, horses and cows, they love oats. And he led this mule away from the farm, and he led him to this pit. And I don't know how he got him in the pit, but he put him in the pit. Did any of you ever feel like you in a pit? You don't have enough money for your books. I know I had to take some classes to renew my license. There were students that did not have books. Second, third, fourth week into class. There were students in my class that didn't have food at home. Do you ever feel like any of you in a pit? Someone told a lie on you? A parent or grandparent died? You ever feel like you're in a pit? Well, anyway, the jealous farmer, he put the mule in the pit, and he started to shovel, and he shoveled, and he shoveled, and he tried to cover the mule up. But what the mule would do, and you know, they can shake their skin. Have you ever seen a horse or a cow? They can shake their skin. So he shake it off, and he stomp it down. He shake it off, and he stomp it down. But the farmer was just so busy working, he didn't pay attention that the mule was rising up higher and higher out of the pit. And so finally, the pit was so high that the mule was able to step out. And when he stepped out, his donkeyness came. You know, he leaned forward on those front legs and he kicked that farmer into the next world. And that's what we have to do, help you young men do. You know, there's going to be pits. There's going to be all sorts of problems. But are you going to let it discourage you? Are you going to stop? Are you going to shake it off and stomp it down?
Shake it off.
I want to see you guys shake it off. Come on. Shake it off. Come on. I see you. Come on, Cameron. Shake it off and stomp it down. And I want you to remember that. Shake it off and stomp it down. And then you have people around you to help you. You have your leaders. You have your teachers. You have your parents. All those people working together in unity to help you. Just don't let it break you down.
All right.
I stuck my finger. I think my story is over. Thank you.
I think that's the message for 2020. What we gonna do with 2020? We're gonna shake it off
and stomp it down.